Watching these creatures is mesmerizing. It's almost soothing, but don't be fooled by their wobbly charms. These are carnivorous jelly monsters. Sure, they look all calm and soothing behind the glass here, but out in the open ocean, their slimy bodies are taking over. We're under attack.
Are these things? Nah, they're too cute.
Just you watch. We'll tell you all about this slime invasion today and fight back against the rise of goo in the most delicious way.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Kind of.
PBJF, peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich. We've seen jellyfish everywhere in our travels.
From the Arctic waters of Iceland to the warm seas around Florida, I bet you can't visit a beach without seeing a jellyfish washed ashore. And that's because jellyfish are common creatures found in every ocean on our planet.
One example? Right here.
And
In this exhibit, moon jellies. They are kind of shaped like a moon. I don't know why they're called moon jellies if they're only kind of and not fully. But, moon jellies. That one's a pancake. Recently, something strange has been happening with jellyfish populations. Jellyfish blooms.
Imagine swimming in the ocean. The water is clear, the waves are gentle, and then, bam! You are surrounded by these thousands of jellyfish pulsating through the water like a ghostly gelatinous army.
Yeah. That's a jellyfish bloom. When their population explodes out of nowhere, and suddenly they own the ocean.
The jellies you see in an aquarium, they don't look like much of a foe, but don't underestimate these creatures. Jellyfish are carnivorous, gelatinous zooplankton, and they use stinging cells called nematocysts to attack and inactivate their prey.
There are thousands of species we call jellyfish. Maybe even more we haven't discovered yet. And while none of them are actually fish, they are all fierce, if mostly passive predators.
And if you're stung by one, most likely you'll just feel some mild irritation. Humans really aren't on the menu for them, so they don't pose much of a direct danger to us if we're out on a swim. At least most of them don't.
Ding.
You just wait to the end of this video and see what happens to the jellyfish.
I'm not a jellyfish, I'm a human.
Yeah, guess that's true.
Ding. Sure, there are a few jellyfish, like the Portuguese man of war, that will cause pretty intense pain.
And then a few, like the box jellyfish, that will stop your heart in a matter of minutes. But death isn't the real danger from jellyfish blooms. The real problem is volume.
When jellyfish blooms happen, they kind of crowd out everything else, including other fish.
For example, in places like Japan, entire fisheries have been wiped out by the monstrous numerous jellyfish, which can grow fast and get big. As big as a refrigerator.
That's a big jelly.
Yeah, it's big.
These blooms used to be rare, like once every 40 years. But there have been multiple, even yearly blooms since 2002.
They are incredibly disruptive to our oceans, devastating fisheries, clogging nets. Once the jellyfish haul was so heavy with these giants, it caused the fishing trawler to sink, throwing the crew into the ocean.
Just when you think it can't get worse, you are in for a surprise.
If you try to remove these giants, sometimes they unleash millions of baby jellyfish into the water. So instead of solving the problem, you get even more jellyfish.
That's like if every time you took out the trash, it multiplied into more trash.
Exactly, and that's just the beginning. Jellyfish aren't just taking over the ocean. They're causing major destruction to human-made structures as well. For example, in Sweden, a nuclear power plant had to shut down because a huge smack of moon jellyfish had swam into the cooling tower and just blocked everything up. And similar problems have been reported at plants around the globe.
Do I want to know why jellyfish blooms are happening?
Well,
I'm about to find out because I got a whole script about it.
yeah, we're gonna tell you. You've already seen the answer. Shh. Well, honestly, I give them a lot of credit. They are fantastic survivors. These creatures have been on this planet for like hundreds of millions of years. They've survived every single mass extinction. Maybe because there's not that much to them. They're 95% water. And they don't even have a brain. But even so, we might be right now creating the perfect conditions for them to bloom.
Let me guess. Humans messed with the ocean and now we're going to pay the price?
Well, like a lot of things, systems are complicated. Human activity is likely a big part of the problem, though, with jellyfish blooms. Overfishing has removed a lot of their natural predators, creatures like sea turtles and large fish. And jellyfish don't need high levels of oxygen to survive. They adapt to a variety of circumstances, which is exactly why they have lived so long on our planet. So warmer ocean temperatures and pollution kind of create ideal conditions for jellyfish polyps to explode in numbers. And when they do, they devour all the fish larvae in a system, keeping fish populations from bouncing back.
Pretty smart methodology. I gotta give them that.
Yeah, for a creature that doesn't have a brain.
So we've basically turned the ocean into an all-you-can-eat buffet and fired all the security guards. Smart.
Exactly. A bloom happens when conditions are just right? Warm water, plenty of food, few predators. Jellyfish can exist as polyps, the earlier phase of their life cycle, for years on the ocean floor, and then spawn when conditions are most favorable, which is increasingly like now, right now. And they don't just thrive, right? They take over fast.
Suddenly, jellyfish grow from just a few floaty guys to an absolute takeover. So what can we do about this gelatinous invasion? We need to get rid of these jellies ASAP.
Well, hold on. We do not need to get rid of all of them, right? Balance. They may even have some important uses. So like researchers are testing ways right now to control jellyfish populations by turning them into things like fertilizer and even bioplastics.
They may even help us sequester carbon and help us control a major contributor to climate change.
And if all else fails, we'll just eat them.
Wait, we can eat jellyfish?
Yeah, I mean, don't eat them like off the beach when you find them. That would be bad. But absolutely, people have been eating and preparing jellyfish in some countries for centuries. They're high in protein, they're rich in fatty acids, they're low in calories. Kind of a perfect food in some ways. Sort of like celery, but meaty.
So our options are either eat them or let them take over.
Got it. Well, look, even I have learned to respect their survival skills. They've outlasted dinosaurs, mass extinctions, and now they will probably even outlast us. But if you want to meet the real ocean superhero, the one that shaped life as we know it on our planet today, then you definitely need to watch this next.
Watch it. Do it. I kick the table.